Some people plant a tree to be remembered. Well, Dick Adams painted a dam. 70 years ago, he and a group of people scrambled across the rocks at Lucky Peak and painted 4 big words, large enough for the whole valley to read. Keep your forest green. Hunter Funk looks back at how it came to be and why the message still matters today.
It's not subtle, never has been. These 4 words, stretched across hundreds of feet of rock, so big you could read them from across the valley. Well, if the foothills weren't in the way. Keep your forest green. You don't have to look for it. Really, it finds you.
The letters are 65 feet tall, 45 feet wide. They look like toothpicks.
The Boise Jaycees are a civic organization for young active citizens. And in 1956, Chairman Dick Adams and other young Boiseans decided they wanted to send a message. A big one. Idaho only stays green if people don't burn it down.
The big thing was forest fires and people not taking care of their campfires. So it was a campaign, as it is still today.
So their first idea? Keep Idaho green. The wording changed, but their ambition did not, which was needed because no one had done this before.
It's been the first place, evidently, in the country that a public property had ever been painted with a sign, a lettering. And there was other places after this that they allowed in the country, but this was the first.
There were approval letters on the color, type, and size of lettering it should be and what it should say. And then came the slight problem of actually putting it up there.
They're very sharp lava rocks. There's not a flat piece on that damn hillside. And they laid those out, painted it, sprayed it with the conventional sprayers.
Which is a rather important detail when your painting project spans more than 800 feet long. But Dick Adams was also a painter, so he led the group. And little by little,
they did all that one day. Laid it out, got the baling wire down there, took wood planks down to kind of go along the sides and worked on it. I don't know how many people, but a lot of the JC members came up and helped.
The 4 words grew large enough to make a statement.
I've had several, probably half a dozen or more people that are still alive that came up to me and say, hey, I helped your dad paint that sign the first time. So, yeah, it's amazing how many times I've heard that.
That's the thing about leaving a mark. You have to do the work of holding the brush, and Dick Adams had already been holding one for quite a while. 8 years before Lucky Peak, he started Adams Painting. It became the family business, but painting Boise also became something of a family tradition. That same year, 1956, Dick painted the new cross on Table Rock. Decades later, his son followed in his footsteps, taking over the family business and painting not only the Table Rock cross again, but the dam sign for its 3rd paint job.
I just personally very, I'm going to say proud, but proud of being part of that legacy, and carrying it on.
But what Patrick really inherited from his dad may have had very little to do with paint.
We've always been quiet. We've done a lot of work that way. It was never our effort to try to put it out in the public, but there's a lot of things that we've donated to and helped out with through the years.
Quietly, he's volunteered his time and his trade at the Idaho Shakespeare Festival and plenty of other places that will never have the Adams name painted on them. Because for this family, leaving your mark has never been about making sure people know who left it. It's about showing up, just like Dick did, and just like Patrick still does.
It's how we get to be a community, number one. You work with the volunteers or you work with organizations, you get to know people, and those are lifetime memories. Just like my dad with the JCs, I was young. I mean, I was born after this sign was first painted. And you just learn, you just stay friends with those people for a long time. And giving back to the community is just part of life. I mean, it's what I've done all my life.